Infirmary Media.
Welcome to the Selling Out Show.
You're excited! Feel these nipples!
What it does is reaches into your brain chemically and locates your happiest memory chemically, and then locks onto that emotion and freezes it chemically, and then it keeps you happy.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Selling Out Show, where we screw up life at our leisure for your listening pleasure. I am one of your hosts, David Schultz, and filling in for Nate over here by my side, I have my good pal, Toby Schofield. Toby, how are you?
I am doing excellent today.
Ooh, excellent. I like the sound of that. Excellent means exemplary. Good. This means something wonderful happened to you today, right? No?
Actually, no. It's been kind of a crappy day, but I'm in good spirits right now. So
don't you
there's that.
fucking lie to my listeners, asshole! Don't you come on the fucking airwaves and say I'm great and you're really down in the dumps.
I've had a rough week. The oil field's not doing so great right now, and we got some bad news at work this week. They cut our overtime. They're trying to penny pinch, but for some reason, I'm in a good mood about it.
Did you say penny pinch or penny pinch?
Penny.
Okay,
like,
I thought you said meant like penny pinch, penny, like you're trying to be cute about it or something. These fucking sons of bitches ripping me off. All right, well, that all sucks. So there goes the whole intro to the show, come on now. How about your...
But I'm in a good mood about it.
Okay. All right. Are you inebriated or something? What leads to this?
I'm perfect. I'm perfectly fine right now. I'm happy to be recording. I'm happy to not have to deal with real life right now.
Great. I'm a distraction for you.
Yes.
Perfect. That's the story of my whole life. You ask any woman I've ever been with, I'm the rebound from bad news, a distraction from tragedy. That's what I'm here for.
Hey, that's why everyone's listening, right?
Right.
A distraction, a getaway.
I don't care why they are. I'm just glad they do.
Right?
But dude, New Year, right? This is kind of connecting to our last episode. How was your New Year's Day? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you celebrate? What happened with you?
I was your typical grown-up that was in bed by like 10 o'clock and went to work the next morning at 5.
So you didn't see any balls dropping on TV. Your balls were dropping in bed.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
That's the only place I was dropping balls, in my bed alone.
Well, then the next day, when it's actually New Year's Day, did you wake up renewed or feeling good or ready to tackle the world in a new light?
No, it's just another day. I'm not... New Year's is not a thing really to me. It's just another day.
Well, you know what? I'm here to change that for you.
Okay.
You're creeping a little bit closer to being a man of a certain age. And there's rewards for that, okay? Getting older doesn't have to completely suck, all right?
Okay.
Maybe a little bit, but not completely. So I think what you should do on New Year's Day, and this is honestly what I do, and it really tickles me pink, if you know what I mean, is go out and buy a new pack of underwear for the new year. Because what is better than some new undies?
Hey, you're right. New undies, new socks. I get excited about new socks now.
Well, you're penny pinching over there at the oil fields. I don't know if you can go for the sock undie duo, but undies alone should suffice to make you happy and reinvigorate your soul.
Now, do you clean out your drawer of all the past year's undies and just start completely new, or is it just you add a new pack to the rotation?
No, I kind of get the heap drawer. That's the problem. It takes like a serious injury to one of my previous pairs of undies for me to dispose of them.
Right. Get your money's worth out. Who's penny pinching now?
Well, hey, listen, you know what? You have accused the right guy. I am cheap as all get out. But no, it's more like any Seinfeld fans out there might appreciate this. Like Golden Boy, he's got this T-shirt that's tried and true and is always reliable for him. And he could, it's been there for years in his drawer. some of my undies are, in fact, similar to Golden Boy, which is a terrible term for underwear. So let's get off of that thing real quick. But anyway, the point being is, they're lucky, or, I have some kind of association with them, so I keep them until they are completely unwearable. But, the real thing here is that fresh pack, okay?
Okay.
That you're going to adorn your little jollies with later. It's nice to know that you've given yourself a gift of renewal for you and your twigs and berries.
Yeah, so I actually did recently buy a new pack of underwear. Okay?
Yeah.
Just to throw in the drawer, have some new underwear.
Sure.
I bought the wrong kind. I'm a boxer guy,
Yeah.
These were the brief boxer kind that, they kind of squeeze. I'm kind of a big guy. I don't look real attractive in them, and my situation is situated too tightly to me with those. So I can't even wear the new underwear I bought.
Whoa
Yeah.
Now, Nelly. You
Whoa.
telling me you went into the store, browsed the section, perused the offerings, and still bought the wrong type?
I think what happened was I had the right type, and I went through the sizes and just grabbed the one that was behind it. And it was a trick because I wasn't paying attention, and I bought the wrong ones. Because when I got home, I was like, this is not what I had in my hand.
You can return them. You know that, right? You don't have to keep them.
I had already opened them and was like, wait a minute.
You can still return them. It doesn't. I don't think it even matters, to be honest with you.
See, I feel weird about that. So I just kept them, and I was like, I will make this work. And I have not made it work yet.
Okay. All right. Well, I can kind of understand getting the wrong size. Maybe misreading the label if it says L or XL or something, but to get briefs instead of boxer briefs or something. I mean, there is clearly a picture of the man on front, and you can see his junk and how he is, rocking those undies. So that's a little weird.
Yeah, it was
You blind bagged it. You just like, fuck it.
I'm one of those kind of guys that's like, I know the size of my pants and I won't try them on. So like I saw the size, like I said, I thought was in the same area. So I just grabbed the bag, threw it in the buggy, and went on with my business.
You just fucking reached behind what you saw.
Yes.
You thought.
And I think that's where my error was, is that I don't pay attention. Like I said, with jeans, with shirts, like I know my size. I look for it and I throw it in the buggy, and I'm like, all right, I like that shirt. So here it is.
There you go. That's,
or whatever.
That's a problem a lot of guys have. We're terrible shoppers.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Yeah, I'm a terrible, terrible shopper.
You're a terrible human being, too, but we can talk about that a little bit later. But, I mean, look at me. I'm the guy who gets excited about new undies on New Year's. But, again, if what really, floats my boat now is if I get a CPAP machine or a wrist brace or, I don't know, work boots. I'm like, oh, here we go. Yeah, I made it. So, yeah, I'm fucking, trust you me, I am lame.
Man, isn't that crazy to think about? Like, if when you were a teenager, none of those things would have been awesome. But as an adult, you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Give me some underwear.
I know.
Give me some.
All of it. I want it all. I want it right now. Don't hesitate. Throw those undies in my face. But I might be old school like that, but I do want to bring it new school right now and let the listeners know if they ever want to reach out and talk to us, it is easy. You can find us on all your socials at Selling Out Show, or if you want to write me an email, tell me about your undie experience, or just call Toby an idiot, which is more than welcome. You can shoot us an email at sellingoutshow@gmail.com.
So I had an experience the other day at everyone's favorite Walmart. And, I feel like a lot of people have bad experiences with Walmart people. And I want to see if I was overthinking it.
Okay.
So I went to the self-checkout. I had my 10-year-old with me. And I'm sitting there talking to him. We're minding our own business. There's a sweet old looking lady in front of us taking her sweet time because looks like she might be 90 years old.
That was double sweet. She's going to be a nice one.
Yes. So I'm not in any rush. We don't have anywhere to go. We've only got a few things. No big deal. So I'm talking to the 10-year-old, just trying to pass time while we're waiting. We're talking about candy, and we're talking about the drinks in the little refrigerators. And I noticed that the old lady all her stuff is off the little conveyor belt. So I start throwing my stuff up there because I try to give her enough time. I don't want her to feel rushed. As soon as I start putting my stuff up there, and we've already been standing there for a little while. As soon as I put my stuff up there, the old lady turns and looks at me and goes, "I'm sorry, I'm old and I have cancer."
Ooh.
And she turned around, and before it registered, I was trying to defend it and say, no, you're fine. I was just setting my stuff up here. And I set my stuff up there, and then I started thinking,
yeah,
why did she add, "and I have cancer"?
Well, she had to pull that card out, the cancer card, more, I don't know, maybe some sympathy. It could have been like, "I'm a fucking cunt and I'm treating you like shit, but you can't say nothing because I got cancer."
That's how I felt. That's really honestly how I felt. And I started thinking would I be an asshole if I were to call her out on it? "Listen here, lady, you don't have to tell me that you have cancer." A lot of scenarios started running through my head.
Sure.
And then I started thinking about 17-year-old Toby, dumb and young and, just an asshole, would have been like, "Go fuck yourself, grandma." Maybe not like that. But, I would have smarted off and said something, but I also had my 10-year-old there. But I wanted to say something so bad and ask her, why would you even bring that part up?
Huh.
Am I in the wrong? What?
Well, I definitely...
Was she in the wrong? Was anyone in the wrong?
I don't know. It's Walmart. I think it's a lawless place. It's really
it is pretty lawless.
Armageddon in there. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I think hindsight being what it is, what you should have done was just say some really random shit to kind of throw her off. If she just looks at you and snaps like, "What are you doing? I got fucking cancer." You go, "I like to count jelly beans. Do you like counting jelly beans?" "Oh, they're really hard to count because you want to eat them all right away." And just see what she says to that. She'd probably look at you and be like, "I can't fuck with this guy. He's crazy. I say, "Hey, I'm taking my cancer elsewhere." I don't know. It just fucking say something really weird or offbeat to kind of throw them off. Return the favor.
Yeah, but that's what it threw me off, that was her go-to, and I didn't huff and puff. I was sitting there obviously talking about candy. I wasn't sitting there fucking old lady, she's being slow. I wasn't on the phone complaining. I was sitting there talking to a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just was the weirdest thing. And the more and more I thought about it, I was like, why would this lady say that out of nowhere to a complete stranger?
It's, again, Walmart. A miserable person, the moment they walk through the doors, it's like an enhancer of fuckery that just makes you even more miserable. It's like a booster, or, kind of fucking gives your DNA that extra shot of just being a fucking dick. I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Of white trash?
Yeah. Your white trash powers rejuvenate. I'm in Walmart. It's just the way it goes. But, like you were saying about young Toby saying, "Fuck you, grandma." Of course, now you wouldn't say that. You did have a child with you, even then.
Right.
And then, too, if you did say that, you know what? You're not going to win.
No.
You don't win anything. There's no prize for saying, "Hey, you just told off a 90-year-old lady. Good for you." You're the asshole if you do something like that. That's why I suggested to you, next time that happens, spit something out just really weird and just have them think you're fucking nuts and let them go away and about their day.
But, the more and more I thought about this, it makes me want, next time I'm at Walmart and actually go through a line that has real people and it's not a self-checkout.
That'll be never.
Yeah. But next time, and when they do the pleasantries? The "how are you today?"
Oh, yeah, the greeters.
Well, I want to just stop and just be like, I recently went through a divorce.
Yeah, free therapy.
I might be losing my job soon because the oil field's not doing good. Yeah, free therapy.
Free therapy, and you get a little smiley sticker when you're done.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's actually a great idea because I hate, every time you leave now, they get to scan everything. They see your soda. "Hey, where you going with that Hawaiian Punch 12-pack, man? Get it over here. I need to scan it." "Oh, well, while you're scanning my Hawaiian Punch, let me tell you about this or that." And, just kind of see what would happen there, because that's something that does irritate me when I'm trying to get the fuck out. I've already spent too much time in there as is, so when I'm leaving, I want to go.
I keep walking because they can't. Here in Texas, they cannot stop you.
Oh.
Unless they have reasonable belief that you have stolen something.
Did you hear this from a cop?
I've looked it up because I was getting harassed at my local Walmart. Every time I would try to leave because I have long hair and I look like a hippie, and my ex-wife had big gauges and a bunch of tattoos, we looked like little up to no good punk-ass teenagers because we both kind of look a little younger than we actually are.
Good for you.
So, yeah, thank you. But so I started looking it up because, it was bullshit. And they can, if you just keep walking, they can't stop you unless they have belief that you have stolen something. So next time, just say, "Do you think I stole anything?" And if they say yes, no, or whatever, just keep walking.
I'm just going to run anyway, even if I lawfully paid for it. I'm just going to fucking book it like I'm guilty as sin to see. Because these fucking guys are just transients in yellow fucking vests. You know what I mean? They haven't had any calisthenics or exercise in probably the last 20 years. I'm surprised if they even had a solid meal this morning, let alone anything else. So I'm just going to fucking hightail it out of there. Just be like, ha, and see if they try to, make pursuit. Which I doubt they would, so...
Real quick, here's a side note. This is something funny to tie into my podcast, the Secret Transmission podcast, Conspiracies. There is and I think it's more of a like tongue-in-cheek kind of goofy conspiracy, but it's still funny that Walmart is ran by vampires.
Oh, yeah?
That's why they have greeters to let you come in. They greet you to come in so you can come in.
Oh, come on now. Get out.
Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome.
No, it makes me think of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or something. It doesn't make me think of like some legitimate, the Waltons are hanging upside down in a fucking closet like, I want to suck your blood. They already sucked my wallet dry. Why the fuck do they need my blood? But yeah,
see?
That was an interesting little tidbit you tossed in there.
Yeah, if I can sneak them in, I try.
That's what you needed to use with the old lady in front of you in line. When she's like, fucking A, whatever the hell she said to you, just been like, hey, did you happen to know this store is owned and operated by vampires?
Then they'll think I'm actually crazy. I love it.
Fine. See, perfect. Now we went all the way around. We danced around this whole topic, la-dee-dee-dee-dee, and the answer was on your show the entire time. You didn't need to come on with me. You didn't need to do that. So, hey. Now reached the part of the program where I would like to thank the show's sponsors because they provide some great products to us, and as a result, I get to give some awesome coupon codes to you. First up, we have Northland Vapor Company, and they can be found at northlandvapor.com. They are the makers of some truly outstanding e-liquids for vaping, and let me tell you something. All of their e-liquids and juices are diketone and artificial sweetener free. And you may be asking yourself, why is this important and what are you telling me this for? Well, in this day and age where everybody's concerned about what you're putting into your bodies, it's nice to know that Northland cares about telling you what they are putting in their product. Plus, their motto is quality doesn't need to be costly, so they're not going to rake you over the coals or rob your wallet just because you choose a healthier lifestyle of vaping over smoking. And if you visit northlandvapor.com, you can save 19% off your entire order by using code SELLINGOUT19. Next up, we have Spunk Lube. Oh boy, how I love me some Spunk, makers of award-winning lubricants. And I know some of you out there might be a little timid, might be a little bit shy, and think, I don't know if I want to use those. I don't even know if I want to order those. Well, first, let me tell you, the shipping process is incredibly discreet. You're not getting a big package in the mail that screams, hey, I'm buying lube. Second, you know what? Love life can get a little bit stale. You might need to spice it up, and the best way to do that is with Spunk. Why let all the professionals in the adult film industry have all the fun when you can bring Spunk right into your home? Trust me, try it. Go to spunklube.com today, and you can thank me later. Last but not least, we have Alpine Hemp. The CBD revolution has arrived. If you haven't heard about CBD yet, you're truly missing out, as it can really help you with stress, sleep issues, pain problems, you name it. There's a whole litany of things that CBD is there to help you with. I'm an avid user of CBD myself, and let me tell you, alpinehemp.com has everything you could possibly need. From oils to tinctures to gummies to edibles, you name it, they even have pet-friendly products. There's no better place to go, and it is truly a one-stop shop. Plus, the website is easy to navigate. Whether you're new to trying CBD or you're like me and have been using it for quite a long time, you are going to love Alpine Hemp. And now's the time to try it, because if you go to alpinehemp.com and use code SELLINGOUT19, you save 19% off your entire order, off their already low prices. So what are you waiting for? Get on over there. And remember, when you shop with our partners, you help support the show. And for that, I thank you. When I was a teenager, I had a buddy of mine who was completely enamored with a celebrity. And yeah, that's normal. You know, a lot of people, they have a celebrity crush, or I know even couples have a list of maybe celebrities they can kind of get a free pass or hall pass on. It's all fantasy. It's never going to really happen, but it's natural. You see stars or these rich folks and you think, oh boy, I'd like to tap the hell out of that, you know? His was Courtney Love. Now, mind you, back then in the 90s, her style and stuff was in. It was cool to, you know, be alternative, to be rock or what have you. But still, she was not the ideal, I suppose, celebrity to be crushing on. So we kind of gave him heaping rations of shit. And said, you know, you got a picture of her in your bedroom. I mean, come on, look at her. She's fucking, you know, taste is subjective, but she's ugly as the day is long here. She is ugly as the day is long. So this led me to ask you right now, have you ever had an odd crush, if you will, for anybody on the boob tube or in the movies or music or anything else like that of notoriety?
Okay. I've got a couple of celebrity crushes.
Two? You got two? Holy cow! Let's hear 'em.
I've got two, and then a third one just because I'm a sick human being.
We might deem you sick after we hear the first one, so let's just kind of go through those first.
So one of my early celebrity crushes was Jennifer Tilly.
Oh, sure.
I loved her in Bride of Chucky.
Yeah, but that's not really weird. She's very attractive.
Well, no. That's not one of my weird ones, I don't think. I mean, I haven't seen her in years, but it was just that one movie that I was like, oh, she's so hot.
That's all it takes.
And Bride of Chucky's a terrible movie, so...
Doesn't matter.
No. Now, I also have a infatuation with, and this person has passed away, Brittany Murphy.
Oh, yeah, from 8 Mile and
yep,
Clueless, right?
My favorite movie that she was in was called Across the Hall, where she's being accused. She's in a hotel room and she's being accused of cheating by her husband, and he's in the hotel room across from her, and she doesn't know that he's in the other room, and they're on the phone the majority of the movie.
Okay,
it's so good.
Okay, that sounds terrible, but they're on the phone the entire movie. So the majority of the movie is like, do I really want to pay to see someone talking on the phone? But yes. Okay, so these first two, they're not that far-fetched. It's not somebody that you'd kind of be ribbed or made fun of for admitting that you like how they look. So let's hear number 3.
The number 3. Now, it's not a crush, but I want to see her boobs.
Oh, well, that's okay.
That's it.
You just want to be flashed.
I just want to be flashed, but she has passed away recently.
Okay,
I think.
Now it's getting creepy.
Well, I mean, I don't want to see like passed away boobs, but Beth from Dog the Bounty Hunter.
What? What? Okay,
her boobs are so big. Like, it's obviously so big. I want to see. I just curiosity. I need to see. I wanted to see.
Well, I mean, the whole thing with that is, do you just need to see a big pair, or specifically her big pair?
Because I used to love Dog the Bounty Hunter, and just one day I was like, her boobs have to be really, really weird.
Oh, large.
Yeah. Way too large.
Huh.
So, yeah, I just wanted to see her boobs. That's
Okay. Okay. Well, again, this is, a little awkward now that she's not of this earth anymore.
Yeah, no. Now it's a weird topic to talk about. A year ago, it would have been funnier.
Well, for me, I'm trying to mentally process what you just said, and I'm thinking I could just show him any huge rack.
No. It's got to be Beth.
Then there's going to be something else about her that you like.
No, there's nothing. I don't think she's attractive. I think
you're lying to me and you're lying to yourself. There has to be something else going on here.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, you could go on any website right now and just look up ginormous titties.
Yes.
And you would probably find something very similar to what she was rocking.
Probably.
So you could just imagine her face on the neck and biggity bam, biggity boom.
But see, that's why it's like a crush.
Oh.
But it's not. I don't know. It's a sick obsession that I had.
Yeah, well.
Okay, let's not call it an obsession because that makes it feel like I just sit there and think about her boobs in a dark room all day.
Yeah, I actually have a head cold right now, and you just made something erupt on my face. I just chortled at what you just said, which is bad. Thank God I'm not on the YouTube right now. But
right.
Yeah, so I mean, again, the first two normal, the last one is just that's weird. That counts.
I'm sorry. I feel like I have to apologize
to
for
who?
it, but I don't know. Everyone that just heard me be so weird.
Okay. All right. Toby is sorry. So that does it for our Celebrity Crushes segment. I'd like to move on to something else now.
You asked for
that.
it.
Be that. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess just to close everything out, as far as me, I've always kind of liked an exotic look to begin with. So people who know me wouldn't think anybody that I found attractive to be too far-fetched or out of the realm of, something that I've already expressed interest in. I suppose the one, though, that if I ever bring it up, you're sitting with your buddies on the couch and you're flipping through TV and you're like, oh, stop right there. And they say, why? And I go, oh, look, Niecy Nash is on TV.
Niecy Nash?
Yeah.
Who is that?
You don't know her? She was on, okay, good, Google it. But she was on a few shows. She was on like one of those house flipping shows. But she was also on Reno 911.
Okay.
She's on that new show, or it was new show, Claws. For some reason, I always found her very appealing, and people really wanted to bust my hump about it. Why?
I mean...
What do you think, Tobster?
I think I'm on board with you.
All right, see? Hey!
I think I'm on board.
All right. I mean,
it could just be that I want to see her boobs, too.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Oh. No.
No, I'm just kidding. She's pretty. She's very pretty.
You're not kidding. That's the worst part. You're not even kidding in the least.
I am 75%.
Yeah. Toby Schofield, the breast man, strikes again.
Oh, it's sad to be this man. Furry Palmotani land. His name is Toby. Whoa. On Tinder he will play, but the girls they run away. And his waist remains the same. There's no one else to blame. Who Toby's dating woes? Here we go. Toby's dating woes. Here we go.
Toby, I love hearing about your personal life, and to be honest with you, a lot of it, since you're a single guy, is fairly tragic. So, lately, we've been ending the show with some of your woes, your dating woes, and I was
Right.
wondering, have you brought any more to the table this evening?
Yes, I have. And
All right.
I feel like I get real personal on your show.
Good.
Like I open up. This is like a free therapy sometimes. I talk about wanting to see celebrity boobs. And,
Yeah. I'll send you a sticker like the Walmart guy. I really will. I'm not fucking around. I'm going to send you a sticker. So there you go.
Yes.
All right.
So I really want to see what you think about this particular story, because I didn't think of it as a date. Okay? So let me be very clear. It was not in any way, shape, or form a date in my mind.
Oh, well, let's hear the story first, and then we can kind of decide, what the social structure was for the whole thing.
Yeah, you got to tell me, because everyone that I've told this story to, they're like, that was a date that went really bad.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, on my Tinder, I was all swiping. I saw a friend that moved away about 15 years ago. So I haven't spoke to this person, and I was confused because I knew they had moved to California.
Mm-hmm.
And they were showing up in my area. So I got on Facebook to find her, and sure enough, she was back in Texas. So I added her on Facebook. A week or two goes by, and she accepts, and I message, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in a long time. I didn't swipe on her on Tinder, because, again, this is an old friend.
But at this point, she has no idea you went from Tinder to Facebook, which is like from ass to mouth. Basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. When you put it that way, I feel like now I'm a little bit of a creeper. But again, I saw
yes,
an
you
old
are.
friend.
Yes, you are.
Damn it. This show is not making me look good right now.
It's fine.
Anyways.
It makes me look terrible all the time. Continue, please.
So, she says, hey, we should get drinks sometime and catch up and stuff. And I was like, cool. That sounds awesome. So we did just that. We made plans. We were going to go to a terrible local bar that's here in my town, because she lives in the next town over currently. She came over to my house, and she brought a bunch of pictures, and we're looking at like high school pictures and middle school pictures. And we ended up going up to the bar. So we're sitting there having a good time, laughing, talking about old stories, where we've been in the last 15 years, what's happened, just doing all the catching up. And she starts drinking a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Now, I have a buddy who is always at this bar who sat beside her, on the other side of her at the bar.
Yeah.
And he starts hitting on her.
Of course, he's no dummy.
If let's just say this is a date, first off, and I brought this girl. Now my buddy is trying to hit on her, who is also like 15 years older than me. So, and her, because, we're the same age. Somehow he starts talking about her feet and ends up massaging her feet right there in the bar, at the bar. And, it's kind of a little awkward.
Okay.
But, it's not a date.
Can I interrupt you right now? Because I want to correct something.
Okay.
I just mentioned a few minutes ago that I've sounded creepy on my own show plenty of times before. I've never been this creepy, so you do have that distinctive honor now. Congratulations. You
wait, what did I do that's creepy?
This whole story is starting to creep me the fuck out, man.
Okay, let me keep going, because this isn't even the best part.
Okay.
So, this guy is like telling her that he's got a foot fetish and stuff while I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
Again, if this was a date, my buddy is a terrible wingman. And she's getting more and more drunk. And one of my other friends keeps walking by, talking shit to me.
But did she pull out her feet or no?
Well, he took off her shoes. And he started massaging her feet and was talking about, her feet.
Okay, all right. So the other buddy comes up.
He keeps walking by, and we're doing the whole like, fuck you, buddy, kind of, thing.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
male bonding. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah,
fuck you.
yeah, male bonding.
Yeah.
So she's getting really drunk right at this point, and she kind of starts throwing in jabs as he walks by. And he starts throwing jabs back at her like, who the fuck is this chick? No one talked to her, doing the I'm a big tough guy. Next thing I know, he walks by and he's doing the same thing. She stands up and goes straight to him and grabs him by the back of the head and pulls him in and starts making out with him right there.
Oh. So you got fucking screwed on that. Did you pay for any of these drinks or?
I was paying for it.
Oh Christ! So you brought her there. You're paying for the drinks. You're the sweet guy. Look at these pictures of us in high school. Then creepy old foot fetish guy comes up, which a foot fetish to me is weird anyway, because why would anybody discriminate against male feet versus female feet? That means you just gonna like all feet. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah. Okay. So he's shunned now. He was trying to do the whatever foot fucking assault. And then this one guy treats her like absolute shit. He's like, who the fuck is this broad? And she's like, come here, I'm going to kiss you.
Yeah.
Huh.
And so now, like, everyone at the, because I frequent this bar, everyone is looking at me like, dude, your girl, she's making out with other dudes.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case. So let me just ask, do you think this started out as a date? And I'm oblivious to like knowing what a date is. And then it just went really south because I don't know how to date. And she was just like, fuck this pussy. I'm going for some men.
Yeah, I think you fucked up. I mean, yeah, to be honest with you, because you went there with her. You're the one who paid for her to get lubricated mentally, right? You're the one paying for the drinks. You're buying her drinks. Did you continue to buy her drinks? While all this shit was going on?
I probably bought her another drink or two.
Yeah, see, yeah, dude, sorry, but I'm not trying to condone taking advantage of other people, especially not women in that kind of situation.
No, not at all.
But, I mean, it's like you laid the foundation for the house, and then everybody just kind of jumped in and was like, hey, now it's our house. And you're like, no, but I poured the concrete. I don't care. I'm living here. You know what I mean? That was a terrible thing to say, but that was the first thing that came into my mind. But, that was your territory, if you will, to stake a claim on. And I'm making this even worse. I'm sounding like you now. I'm getting creepy. But, but yeah, you fucked up.
Okay. See, again, everyone that I've told the story to, I'm like, they're like, oh, your date was making out with other people. No, I don't think it was a date. I never intended.
Did you talk to her the next day? Did she leave with the guy? What happened? What was the aftermath? What was the fallout?
We ended up going out to IHOP, and then I brought her back to my house, and she got in her car and left. Really?
So you let her drive drunk?
No, she sobered up. She was much more sober after IHOP and everything.
Those pancakes.
And then, here, you want me to add to my poor sob story?
Sure.
So I had to go to work. It was 3 or 4 in the morning before we got back to my house. I had to go to work at 5, so I got an hour of sleep. Got home, and my cat was sick, and I had to go put him down at the vet that same day.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Jeez Louise.
It was a shitty 24 hours.
Your date goes off, fucking plays footsies with some old guy, makes out with another guy, and then your fucking cat goes to fucking kitty heaven. Yep. How terrible, Toby. That's fucking awful.
But then me and her went to a concert a week later, so...
Did you pay for it?
Yeah.
Ah, you dumb son of a bitch. Oh, my God.
I'm a pushover.
Oh, my God. Yeah, good Lord.
Was that a date too, you think?
Yeah. I mean, come on. This whole thing, when you went, again, you found her on Tinder, then you were interested enough to connect on Facebook, and you physically went out places, you paid for everything, and yeah, come on now.
I just, like I said, she was a good friend in high school, so I was.
But, okay, you were interested, correct?
I think she's attractive.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
But I wasn't like, now you got me in a spot because I don't feel like I was trying to sweep in like that.
Yeah. Well, trust me, you would have if given the opportunity that you didn't get, but instead.
Hey, yeah. I'm a gentleman.
Yeah, I sure are. You get that right. You are quite the gentleman, footing the bill. You like that pun I threw in there? Footing the bill. Yeah.
I knew something was going to happen after you said footing the bill.
Yeah, for all that and her escapades there. So, yeah, sorry, dude, but that was...
just a bad date.
Yeah, well, seems like a string of them, a couple of them, So,
Yeah.
Did she stop talking to you? Like, when did she cut it off?
We still talk.
Oh, okay.
Well, we haven't hung out in a while, but I text her, see how she's doing, and she texts me every once in a while. We talk about music a lot. We have a lot of the same music interests, and we talk. We always talk about music.
Okay,
mostly.
You should recommend this show. You should tell her to tell her to listen to the Selling Out show.
I don't think I'm going to do that. That's the only person I'm not going to promote it to.
Really, that's too bad because she might look at this in the error of her ways. And you could have a love connection there. I could be cool or actually good Chuck Woolery, since the real Chuck Woolery is a fucking piece of shit. And, make the love connection for you. So you're missing out, buddy.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, well. Now, Toby, you didn't mention it this whole time, but I've been sick. I've had this terrible head cold, but still, I am here producing content for all the fine folks out there.
Right.
Because that's what I do. That's what I enjoy to do. I love doing this. You dig?
You love hearing your own voice.
Well, that too. That is included, but I like putting, our lives out there for people to listen to. Some people can really dig it, enjoy it, get some value out of it, hopefully, more than I even do myself. So I want to take a second and thank each and every one of you for listening today. I truly appreciate it. Virtual hugs for each and every one of you. Do you feel that right now? That is me squeezing you, and I'm probably too close to you and you've caught my cold, so haha! Take that, motherfucker. But anyway, I am Dave, that is Toby, filling in for Nate, and this has been Selling Out.
Infirmary Media.